What have you been streaming? What have you been doing? What's been going on?
What have I been streaming? Well, today I streamed some Valorant, which is pretty good.
Nice.
I kind of went through after the Genshin stream. You know, I kind of went through this whole. I went through this whole thing where I felt like, you know, I really don't feel like my content is where it needs to be, and so I'm gonna take next week not off, but just sort of just a little bit easier, so I can plan for other stuff. I have I told Chad earlier, I'm getting some assets. Oh, fucking god! I'm getting some assets made. I'm gonna start hosting a talk show. Which
Oh,
cool.
Okay. What kind of talk show? Well, is that a secret?
I wanted to. It's my working. I'm not sure if I want to call it this yet. But the working title is called Under the Table, and it's going to be like a drunk show where people come on, they have a couple drinks, we chat about sort of, you know, personal stuff, whatever the person's worrying about, their work, what they're excited about, and we just kind of have sort of like a more down to earth. Can you fucking stop that?
I like that though. I like the sound of that, like more down to earth, like personal kind of stuff. I would actually. Like, I'm not a very, how would I say it? Like, I'm very personal. I keep things to myself very much. I don't really give myself opportunities to open up. So it's not that I don't like opening up. It's for me, it's very hard. And
it's nerve-wracking, and also opening up in front of so many people is something that no one should be made to do. Definitely not.
Yeah.
I like the idea of personal chats, but there's everyone for personal, like in terms of like what they share with the public is different for everybody. Like for me, I'm very open about my struggles and my mental state with everybody online, but like also not a lot of people are, and that's also okay. You know, I think what I'll probably do is like chat with the people who I have on the show beforehand about like what kind of stuff they want to talk about, whether it's like more personal, whether it's work and stuff like that. And I also sort of want to, like, you know, on shows like fucking Jimmy Kimmel or whatever his name is, they have like random extra bits, mini games, sponsors, stuff like that. I just want to like add fun stuff to it and make it a little bit more unique. Fuck off.
I will.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. For me, it's just how do I describe it? I've always been a very cautious person, especially with like personal stuff. But I feel like nowadays I kind of need to like understand and accept that it's okay to like talk about like more personal stuff. What the fuck am I doing? I thought I was you.
Oh, there we go. I wasn't even looking at the screen.
I thought I was you. But yeah, I think I need to just like how would I say it? Like take a chill pill, I guess.
Maybe, but also your boundaries matter. You know, like if you don't feel comfortable sharing your like your emotions, your feelings, your problems, and stuff like that with the public, you shouldn't have to. You know, it's a different kind of thing, and I don't want you to feel like just because I have, you know, because I've had a bunch of experiences, like I've cried on stream before, I've talked about like things that I've been through on stream, I've opened up a lot. Doesn't mean that everyone needs to be that way. There's value in both approaches, and you know, there's nothing worse than in this business being forced into doing something that you're not comfortable doing. You know, there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than that, and you know, I'm comfortable with all that, but not everyone will be. And so I want to, like, each episode is going to be different. If someone says, yeah, I've been feeling down, and I want to just share that with the world, and I want to chat with you about it, then great. If someone says, yeah, I just want to talk about my work, great. If someone just wants to chat about, like, you know, what's going on in the world, movie releases, just whatever the fuck, or if they just want to get drunk and like fuck around and make memes and shit, we will do anything. We'll do anything. And there's going to be like a level of planning to it, but also a level of improv, you know. So like no sort of like super strict itinerary or anything, just like 3-4 hours, whatever it is, of just sitting, drinking, talking, having fun. The main thing about it is that we get drunk.
I think at first when I debuted, it was something that I was really not only anxious about, but well, like anxious and nervous, but I feel like now that I've more so gotten like associated and comfortable with not only the people in Niji, but like the fans too. Like I feel like my fan base really does now more than ever understand my boundaries and like understand when I become uncomfortable, and I kind of want to return that, like in turn, like open up a little more. No, I don't feel obligated or anything like that, but I feel like it's just like it's like one of those things where you meet someone and then it takes a little while to open up, then you're finally like, wow, you know, I'm finally in a position where I think I can just be me, like more me, I guess.
That's the thing, is that, I mean, the way I always approach streaming is that I want to be myself when I do it, because I think being genuine is an important part of making people feel, you know, like they have a place to belong here and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's a very important aspect of it.
I don't know, like talking to you too, like you sharing your experiences with me, with like your audience too. It kind of gives me confidence in a way. It gives me confidence in a way where it's like, I said it before, where it's like, you know, it's okay. It's okay to do something sometimes. Like, it's okay to like take that first step, or like that extra step, I guess. So thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, for me, I think it's been good overall. I've really enjoyed kind of being more open with people, because I think that, I don't know. I want to, especially with like this charity stream that I'm planning, for a mental health charity, I kind of want to, like, if I can share my experiences, then I would want other people to sort of take that as a good example. You know, if I can encourage people to seek therapy, if I can encourage people to be more open about the way they feel, then maybe, you know, I'll be kind of putting a little good back into the world, and, you know, just sort of doing little bits and pieces that you know, some nasty people out there might not want to do. So it's you know, it's a different experience. It's a different experience.
Are you able to tell us a little more about like the charity stream you're doing?
All right. Well, I announced it already on stream, so I'll just basically.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the logistics of it are going to be. I'm genuinely tempted to call a doctor and have them on hand throughout the entire experience. But my plan is, it will be a 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
Where I put a VR headset on.
Okay.
And I play Minecraft without taking the headset off for 24 hours.
That sounds cool.
So I have food on my desk that I can just lean down and eat without looking at it. I have a futon so I can take a sleep break of like 3 or 4 hours in my Minecraft bed. And it'd be an experiment into how that kind of thing feels, but also it would be a total endurance challenge that I imagine would draw a lot of attention. And yeah, you know, I think it'd be pretty cool.
You guys heard it. Those of you that didn't already know, now you know.
Now you know.
Do you get motion sick easy?
No, not at all. That's one of the reasons why I feel like I can do it. Fuck.
On the topic, though, I don't know. For me, sometimes, how do I put it? Like, talking about my own mental health on stream, sometimes it's a little intimidating. Because, like...
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's very personal stuff, isn't it? Like, no, I really would never blame anyone for not really being up for that. It's a very intimidating prospect.
Yeah, but I think also in a way it's kind of important to talk about, no? Because like...
Well, it depends on who you are. Like, I think it's important to talk about, but what matters is I'm comfortable talking about it, you know? Like, but if you aren't, you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't feel obliged to. You can talk about mental health in general, but talking about your own problems, your own struggles, your own trauma and stuff like that, that's very personal stuff. And, you know, you've got to really feel comfortable with it, or else, you know, it's going to affect you in the long run. You should feel like you need to.
What? Okay, this is going to be a weird question. I don't know if it's maybe too personal.
Yeah, go for it.
What gives you the confidence to talk about your own mental health?
I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, I guess for me it's that I feel like my fans and I have sort of like a bit of a special connection, I guess, and I feel like I really trust them, and there's an extent to which I feel like less like I'm addressing fans and more like I'm opening up to people that I genuinely care about, you know, opening up to family and stuff like that. It's a different sort of an experience, and so I feel like, because when you see that positive affirmation about things that you've been through in chat, it can be so reassuring, especially when you've been worried about something for a while. It's like, for me, I wasn't okay with it to begin with, but now that I've done it a little bit, I feel much better about it, and I'm really glad that I open up a little bit more.
I think I'm gonna try to do that. Not like obviously all at once, like a fucking tough floodgate of like blah blah blah. But I also kind of view my fans as like, not even just fans, like they're my family, they're my support pillar. Like now more than ever, like the fans have given me so much. They don't even. It's not even like even the word fan. Like I don't quite want to use that word because it does feel like something deeper, you know.
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. And I got 10,000 hugs from 10 million lightning bugs. They try to teach me how to dance.